Good morning. Good morning, everybody. All right. So, oops. Why are you doing that? Cool. Alright. Oops. We're doing some moving some stuff around the house, so okay. Alright, so let's see. So how is everybody? Oh, good morning. Good morning, Bonnie. I wanted to ask you something, Bonnie. I'll ask you in Discord. Alright. Okay, so the case isn't live yet. Alright. That's okay. I wonder if I can do this. So I want to... There we go. I could probably just put this up near the top. Yep. Put this up near the top so I can see how many people are watching this. So we got almost 70 people watching this. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, how have I been? Oh my goodness. It is, this has been a crazy week. Crazy week. Can't get into too many details right now, but hopefully next week we have something to talk about. But yeah, just basically just doing a whole bunch of stuff. We had a one of the things we did, so yeah, I'm dead tired, so we had a guest room, and so we're the missus wanted to convert the guest room into a playroom / guest room. So I have been literally doing stuff from the moment I get home from work and till like 8 o'clock at night. So it's been exhausting. I know I look horrible. I gotta drink some coffee today before work, or people at work are gonna think that I'm like I'm dead or something. Oh, did they update the case? See if you can let me know what the case is, because I could not find it. I can update. I just didn't know what it was called. Oh, good. Case is up. Cool. So I'll update the title once we get through this first section and I know what the title is. So thanks, Goat. All right. On your mark. Cool. Okay. On your mark. Get set. Alright, folks, Pitching Idiot, we are back. Blind Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's head on. We got 2 more cases to go. Headed on to, fake news. That's hilarious. Ace, I can't believe that Nabet, or rather Princess Nefertiti, was a traitor to us from the start. And Amon, her accomplice, played a large role in her deceit, as we found from snooping around his apartment. Yeah, we discovered that Egypt's control of Asia's sail trade routes was crucial to the change in history that put the Ptolemies in power. That's where we have to go if we want to fix history. But our time machine has been confiscated, and without it, we're stuck here. Time travel isn't common knowledge in this timeline. Our time machine's probably being kept somewhere very secret. That's precisely why Sirius told you to speak with Tabu Kibu at Sphinx News, Ace. I know they're going straight to the Star Anchorman for the Ptolemy's propaganda machine doesn't seem like the safest idea. You'll be on enemy territory. But Tabu Kibu is your best bet if you're after secrets. I guess we'll have to just trust and hope he's on the right side of history, so to speak. Now, Ace, have your Sphinx News building security uniforms ready. Go get those on and find Tabu at the main Sphinx newsroom. Takes me back to Rachel Priest. Oh yes, combo frenzy of 6 times. Yes, that's what I want. I don't need coins. This is much better. Cool. Oh, that guy's dead. That's not a shocker. He was trying to help us out. Of course. I'm pretty sure he was gonna die. I just, it's just the way all these things always go. I'd probably have to guess if I had to guess what he's like. He looks, Tabu Kibu. I don't even know. I mean, he's probably Egyptian. That's probably what they're going for. Oh no, Ace, that dead man matches the photo of Tabu Kibu Isabel showed us. His skin is very pink and his neck is extremely swollen. According to Genesis database, these symptoms are consistent with poisoning. With that level of reaction, there's no way it was accidental. This was murder. Maybe piecing together that broken plastic will offer bleed. Is that a pocket watch? It looks like it's from the late 19th century. It's totally out of place in this high-tech newsroom. There seems to be an engraving on the back, but I can't make out what it says. I'll grab your dusting kit. Just our luck, Ace. We were hoping to get a lead inside the Royal Propaganda Circus to learn the location of our time machine. But now I find that our only contact has been poisoned. Our hunt for the time machine will have to wait. We have a murder to solve. Yeah. I mean, obviously somebody found out. Okay. Let's do examine figure. Both of these look like they're for people and not for another location. Oh, cool. Somebody's got some bites. Mosquito bites, it looks like. Is that on it? Okay. Ah, gotcha. The broken plastic you found was an ID badge. It belongs to one Akin Kawa. Appears to be an intern here at Sphinx News. I wonder if you might have seen anything, Ace. Let's go find this Kawa guy and ask him. And nothing. So I gotta go grab some stars. I'll be here right back. This has been Pitching Case 88. Au revoir. Alright, let's grab some stars, guys. Welcome, 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 everybody. If you guys were one of the first people on here, I apologize for being a little tired. I'm up and at 'em though right now. I feel I'm here. I'm here. You guys give me life. You guys give me the. Thankfully, you guys kind of pick up my spirits and my attitude. Where's the tie? Oh, it's a tie. I was looking for tire. I mean, it might still be too early for me to. Oh, there. Thank you for shaking. But yeah, I'm getting there, man. I'm waking up slowly right now, so we're doing good. We're doing good. And yep, and the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I enjoyed that one. That was a good one. I like Gene Wilder though. Almost everything he's in, I'm a fan of. Sorry. Psycho Ben. Headphones. Dice. And then Travel Ball. Hey, Marina. Is that what the binder looks like? No, okay, I was wrong. Oh, there it is. Duh, it's the huge thing. Hey, Josh. The family is doing well. Junior started school next week, so that'll be nice because it's 42 degrees plus here in Celsius for all you guys, and 110 for people that are in the U.S. and it's super hot. They cannot go outside for very long, and it's driving them insane. It's driving us insane. Volcano. It's a guys got your picture. There it is. So. Yeah, see, we're not really even getting a heat wave. This isn't, to me, this isn't a heat wave. This is just normal. It's always that way in Phoenix, Arizona. You go north or south Arizona, it's not as hot, but where I'm at, it gets very, very hot. And it's just, you don't go outside. Well, they're both very rambunctious kids that don't understand that concept at their age right now. So, like, we'll let them go out and play, but after 10 minutes, they want to come inside because it's so hot. Sure, I got two boys. I got one that is turning 5 in a couple months, and one that just turned 2. No, wait a minute. No, he's turning 4. He's turning 4 in a couple months. Jeez Louise, I thought he was, oh my gosh. So almost 4 and then just turned 2. Where is this gift they speak of? There it is. I did watch Kian's new hair. Looks like, it looks good. I mean, I think that it looks, I mean, obviously it looked better than that super long hair. That was something I was not a fan of. It's so red, man. It's just one of those things. I've told him this. It's like, it is so. His hair is just so red. It's crazy. Oh, I'm from Disneyland. It's the easiest way to tell people. Southern California. Yep. I remember when Junior would do that. It's fun to watch the really old videos of him just being a crazy kid. He still jumps all over me and we, play and stuff. He's just a lot bigger now. Well, in 2 weeks, I'm gonna be 31. Yikes. Yikes. What do you mean favorite game? Do you mean favorite game that I'm playing currently or favorite game of all time? Because I think if you asked me favorite game of all time, I would probably say Knights of the Old Republic. 31. I'm ancient. Kelly, you know that. They knew my age. Jack is modeled after me. It's my favorite criminal case character. Well, I mean, they modeled Jack after me, so he's always been one of my favorites. Tissue box. There it is back there. Birthday stream? Shoot, when is the 29th? Maybe. I don't know what we would do. Oh, it's a Monday. Ew. Monday's rough. Bonnie, the victim's the guy that we were supposed to go meet. Of course. The guy that was supposed to tell us where our time machine is, he's no longer with us. Always happens that way. The funny thing is that this is the second to last case of this district. So if we did find the guy and he did give us the answer to it, well, I mean, we're probably going to get the answer to where it is in this case, and then next case we're going to probably have to find it. I don't even know what we do on a birthday stream, honestly. Because aside from Criminal Case, I don't really... I mean, I play some mobile games, but those mobile games require a little bit more... attention and stuff. Alright, come on. Let's not fail miserably. There we go. Oh, that's right, that's right. I need to change the title. Sorry guys, let me do that. Case 19. There we go. Perfect. Jones, that's a tough one. So if you had one person that would not be around, Jones, Amy, or Ramirez. Oh. Oof. That is not a fun question to solve. Where's Amy or Jones? Ugh. Makes me sick just trying to think about answering that one. I know, what would you guys do if you had to do it? Yeah, I might have to go Amy as well, but man, that's a tough decision. That is not a decision I enjoy at all. Oh no. I still don't really hate Nivette, even though all the horrible things that she did. Great character development, and I really liked her. And it's just, I'm sitting here going bravo, bravo with the story writers. But, I mean, obviously things didn't pan out for us, but she's great. She's basically become a supervillain, and I love it. I love it. Usually our supervillains, we know the really bad guys from the very beginning. This time it took, 17 cases, basically. Since there's only 30, it took us halfway through before we even knew who the bad person was. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, we checked the photo in Da Vinci's version of The Last Supper, and it made sense with where Nivette was. Let's see, if you had to choose one important person to stay alive through all the last season. Rupert, Zoe, Martha, Mia, Tony. I might say Mia, honestly. I mean, I was really sad about Zoe, but Mia was absolutely innocent in all of that. That was just, there was no... And she seemed super nice and was super, helpful. So I would say Mia for sure. I can totally see a case being made for Zoe, though, for sure. Oh man, if you just started Conspiracy, enjoy, man. That Conspiracy was great. Favorite movie? There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them that I quote, a lot of genres, but they're all. I would say they're all old movies. Like I don't think I have any like new movies that I would say like are my favorite. I don't really watch movies anymore. Maybe I'm of the minority, but oh, totally go see the new Lion King. I'm super excited to see it. I mean, because our boys are too young, we won't be able to see it in the theaters. But if it gets to a streaming service, we'll definitely be watching it. But that's partly why it's partly why we don't watch movies these days, is that we don't have time. Golly, 97%. Did that twice now. Where's that one? Oh, it's right there. I think the saddest death has been Frank or Michelle. Chief King's was shocking and very sad, but it was more shocking than anything else because I never thought that they would be killing off an individual, like a person of your team. Frank's was super sad, but he did end up with his family. So Mia or Michelle, I really liked Michelle. There's a square. Well, there's one thing I've learned about pretty simple in criminal case is don't be a jerk, and you most likely won't get killed. But almost to a T, every single person that has been a murder victim has basically had some horrible things that they are to people. So just always be happy, and always be nice to everybody, and your life will most likely be faster, or more. You'll live longer. Flying saucer. Where's the flying saucer? Oh, I would probably say for sure Grimsborough had less deaths on the team. I'm sure they found out that with Chief King and getting us all up in arms about that stuff, they're like, now we know how to get them. We're gonna make them care about these characters, and then we're gonna kill them. No bikes. There we go. Okay, guys, help me find where the flying saucer is, because I do not see it anywhere. So see if you guys can help me out and find it. Where is the flying saucer? Does anybody see it? It's on the bench? Okay. I know the flying car. This is a flying saucer. Is it on the bench somewhere? You sure? Oh, you're right. There it is. Good job, guys. Thank you. Man, that was helpful. I was not gonna see that. Oh, there's the glass crack. So, I appreciate you guys for helping me find out that. I think I found everything here, I believe. So this should be fairly quick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I found everything. Yeah, 100 people. Nice, 100 people watching. Appreciate it. Usually picks up a little bit because some people don't get on for the collecting of the stars, which, I'm honestly, the reason I stream is for the collecting of the stars, because it was so boring to collect stars without you guys. Now with you guys, it makes this collecting of the stars a lot of fun. I have a lot of friends that play, and or I added a whole bunch of people, and so I asked them for energy. I have like over 10,000 energy right now. Yeah, no, you can't see the timer. A lot of it's because I'm trying to, hide as much stuff as I can. I make the screen as big as possible. I don't think it's that important for you guys to see the timer. Honestly, I don't even look at the timer when I'm doing this because you gotta really focus. Slow down there for a second. Oh, you know what? We are having a planned guest for the next case. Let's see something I want to show you guys. Let's see. So the missus was having fun with that face app thing and created that for me. He is an old person. I already feel old, so. Makes me feel even older. Alright, cool. So we just got one more, and then we get to go straight on to finish chapter 1. Sweet. Dang it. Nice, we did it. That's cool, Judge, that you're on here. Alright, so on your mark, that's it. Go. Alright, folks, for Genius 88, we are back. We grabbed some stars. Let's figure out what's on this faded engraving. Oh, Sirius is now part of this. Interesting. Wait a second, Ace's watch belongs to Sirius Atwood, the resistance historian. What was he doing here in the newsroom? I'm gonna go ask Sirius if he knows anything about Taboo Kibu's death. What? That'd be pretty crazy if he was the murderer. I mean, because it's an alternate timeline, they can do whatever they want with him. Hey, Mr. Kaba, as security officer, you've been tasked with investigating Taboo Kibu's murder. It looks like you worked with him. Yes, I did. I can't even believe that he's dead. Working with him was a great experience. Did you see anything strange in the newsroom? No, I didn't. You know, I'm just an intern here. I tend to be sent on a lot of errands. As part of your internship, were you kept aware of Taboo Kibu's daily schedule? Well, he's pretty devoted to jogging in Central Park. It's usually what he would do after work. Thanks for your help, Mr. Kaba. Stay here at Sphinx News. We may have more questions for you. And as for us, Ace, we're going to get to Central Park. The victim spent his time down there. We should take a look around. Yeah, you would think that Orlando wouldn't be as happy, but Orlando's also seems like he has a good head on his shoulders, and he knows that this is not the correct timeline, so it's conflicting for him. Ace, I hear Taboo Kibu is dead. Most unfortunate. I know you've been hoping to learn something about the location of your time machine from him. Well, we did make a discovery of sorts, and we found your pocket watch at the crime scene. Oh no, I didn't even realize it was gone. Yeah, what were you doing in the newsroom of the royal family's propaganda network? It seems needlessly risky. Taboo asked me to come. He consulted me for historical information from time to time. Of course, he had to tweak facts to fit the purpose of the regime's propaganda. That's what Sphinx News is all about. When is the last time you visited the newsroom? A couple days ago. I must have stupidly left my watch behind. Well, thank you for your time, Sirius. We'll let you know if you had any more questions. You were there. You were there earlier. I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Sirius. That's obviously something. Trash can is obviously something. Oh my gosh, this is not the Central Park I remember, eh? Since when were there giant cobra statues? Yeah, since Ramsey I think X is 50? Or is X 10? No, it's probably... Ramsey's the 14th? That's an L, I think, is 50, so 43rd. I think that's 43. Okay, cool. Thanks, hacker. Thanks, Ron. I thought it was 43rd. Well, the newsroom interns said the victim came here to jog, so any clue we might find helpful? Hey, doesn't that look like a clapperboard, Ace? It's what they use to sync image and sounds in movies and TV shows. See that it says Sphinx News, so a crew from the station must be around here. I can't see the reporter's name, though. Think you can figure it out? And if you have a hunch about the trash, Ace, go ahead and dig through it. Yeah, 43 makes sense. And they must be borrowing that from, because I think Trump is president 43, or maybe he's president 45. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Oh, I bet you it's Tama. Q? No. It's, Tamatlo Ren, maybe? Tamat Loren. Whoa. Apparently the reporter doing a feature for Sphinx News in the park is Tamat Loren. Oh my gosh, Tommy Loren. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. You're right, Ace. If that clapperboard is still here, then Tamat Loren probably is too. Let's go find her and inform her of a colleague's murder. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's Tommy Laren. That's what I'm thinking of. Wow. That's hilarious. Well, if you guys aren't from America, you guys aren't going to really get that reference, I wouldn't think. I'm thinking she's probably just an American personality. So funny. People are just, in the US, they're just trying to be extreme to get noticed. It's crazy. Hey, she found a paper with a bunch of hieroglyphics in the trash. And you're right, it seems handwritten, and the only English letters I see are T and K, being the victim's initials. Take these scribbles to Penelope. She'll know what the symbols mean. Ooh, we get to actually use Penelope. We haven't used her in, like, a long time. And so the Obelisks have won the Little League division of Pyramid Toss for the 5th year running. Go Obelisks. God. I'm so sick of talking about stupid sports. I'll tell them where they can toss their pyramids. Hey, Miss Lauren. We're with the Sphinx News Security. We need to speak to you about Tabu Kibu. He was murdered earlier today. Wait, Tabu? He's dead? I'm afraid so. Can you think of anyone who would have wanted to hurt your colleague? Well, the thought alone is insane. That man was a national treasure. Excuse me, but I need to alert the editing department. We need a retrospective special honoring his life and work right away. We'll run it every hour on the hour. Hey there, Ace. When I saw Jack had logged onto my poison database, I knew your visit to the Sphinx News had gone badly. Yeah, well, we went to find out whether Tabukiba knew anything about the location of our time machine. We found him dead. What kind of poison would cause this type of reaction? Well, Tabukiba was poisoned with venom from the infamous Mefkat scorpion. Yes. And the Mefkat, or turquoise scorpion, is a very dangerous creature, which the killer nevertheless milked for venom so they could add it to your victim's coffee. Needless to say, your killer would need to know exactly how to handle the scorpion. Some people do breed as an exotic pet. Killer with a pet scorpion, huh? Well, Ace will catch them, and that's really going to sting. The killer obviously doesn't know you're on the case, Ace. They were pretty careless throwing away their note. Wait, the killer? How do you know this is their note? Because whoever wrote this was tracking Tabukiba's every move and devising various ways to kill him. The message reads, 8 a.m. takes cab to work, 12:30 restaurant, 2 p.m. news segment recording, sabotage equipment. The killer also noticed that they brought a mask. Since the killer was stalking Tabukiba, they must have wanted to disguise themselves. The person was really into this. Yeah, but their hieroglyphics would be their downfall. Clearly the killer is fluent in the Egyptian script. Yeah, I wonder how you write no mercy in hieroglyphics. Don't tell me Penelope. We'll ask the killer when Ace catches them. It is not turning out the way that you hoped, I know. You've been poisoned with scorpion venom. I love that. We have Aken Kaba and the news anchor Tamat Loren are in shock. But I'm more shocked the fact that we found Sirius's pocket watch right at our crime scene. Hey, you two, you need to get your butts to Sector 7. Sector 7? Yeah, genius, you know, the restricted area. There was an unauthorized entry earlier today. Go check it out. That's nice. Alright guys, see you guys in Chapter 2. This has been Genius 8. Over and out. Alright, let's grab some stars. Let's keep using this combo frenzy. It's helping us to get really quickly through this. Yeah. I mean, I'm the first one to admit, I'm American and we suck at names from different cultures. We're not good at that at all. Should be, but you know, I only know English, unfortunately. Favorite musician? Well, right now I really like, I've liked him for like the last 5 years since I've been introduced, but Joe Bonamassa. He's a blues guitarist, and just something about, I really like blues. Very relaxing for me. It is 2 a.m. here. 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, a lot of you guys, 7 p.m. in Australia, man. Yeah, you guys are already at the end of your day. Oh, interesting question. Favorite animal? Panda bear. Always has been. I don't know why. I always like panda bears. Just always seem like really cool creatures. Statue. Binoculars. Let's see. What game do you think you would have played for a living? I like strategy games. So, like, I like games that make you think. And there's really not that many strategy games out there that are super popular. I mean, like right now, I probably would have gotten into some card games potentially, so Hearthstone and stuff like that. Maybe. And like I know TFT right now is big, but it doesn't interest me at all. But if I was playing stuff at a time, that would definitely be what I would want to do. No, I did not like Final Fantasy VII. If you guys remember, if any of you guys were with me 10 years ago when I started, Dave the Usher was a good, was a guy who I started off with in this, and he was a huge fanboy of Final Fantasy. I used to talk crap about Final Fantasy all the time. But it was more because I like just getting a rise out of him. I have nothing against Final Fantasy VII. It's just I didn't like games that I didn't really like that JRPG game. For some reason, I didn't like that wasn't the style of game that I played when I was a kid. I grew up on Sega Genesis, so I played those types of games. Hey, Ashley. Misclicked again. Man, my mouse control is just not where it has been in the past. Yeah, but I got the final star, so that's a good thing. Alright, so we obviously have you. This. And I'm missing something very big, I'm sure. Flag, yeah. Little ones are doing good. Little ones are doing good. Absolutely terrorizing us. I cannot wait. I mean, we still have another month here where the weather is crazy. So we've got probably another month and a half of 110 plus weather, all the time. So once that starts to die down, the boys will be doing a lot better. Oh yeah, I used to throw shade at, will still throw shade at the Final Fantasy series, Super Mario Brothers, what other stuff did I... He was always a Nintendo fanboy, so I'd always just talk ish on that stuff. I like getting rises out of people. People take their stuff way too seriously. Do that in the world today too. Everybody takes themselves so seriously. It's like, relax, man. Relax, have some fun. Did I have another kid? I have two, and we're not getting any more. So, two is final. But if you didn't know we had the second, then yeah. Two is plenty. Two is plenty for us. Other people might have more kids because they'll be able to handle it. Two is enough for us, for sure. If you ask Ace in a serious mood, he will inform you that Parenthood is not amazing. Oh no, Parenthood is amazing. I'm not going to say it's not amazing, but it is rough. It is rough. It's amazing and it's rough at the same time. I love it. I wouldn't have my life any other way. but that doesn't mean that it's not absolutely insane and crazy most of the time. Ten siblings. Yikes. Bummer, I'm missing a lot, I think. Oh, I'm just missing one. Okay, which is the one that I'm missing? Oh, the pills. Now, the best thing for you to get energy is to just go to like Facebook groups if you can, and add a whole bunch of people as your friends, and then just keep sending energy back and forth. That was a mistake. Realized right when I clicked on it that it was a mistake. Yep, I did a couple of Nuzlocke runs for various, I forget which ones they were. I know I did it for black and white. Really dislike when they change this to not have them all on one screen, have them like pick and choose left and right. It's just annoying. We'll see if it ends. I'm sure they still make money, so I'm sure they are still looking to get another season. How many times have your kid liked on you? Well, my kids can't even, I don't even give them access to YouTube, so they can't do anything like that. Of course, I'm missing one thing. Oh, that shirt. There we go. Oh, thanks. Thanks. I'm gonna say Huang. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't have the name. What, Jaya? You think I'm gonna say a name incorrectly? I would never do that. I would always pronounce people's names correctly. Can you pronounce my name? Silvio? Maybe. Again, I will attempt. It's Jaya, not Jaya. Yeah, I don't know who would make that confusion. I mean, it's obvious. It's a very common name that everybody has, that, you know, all parts of the world. So don't see how someone could ever mess it up. He says with sarcasm. Alright, guys, we're going to head on to chapter 2. We grabbed all the stars. That's it. Alright, folks, but you guys idiot, we are back. Playing Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's head on to chapter number 2, where there was a restricted area that we did not get to. And we need to go to Sector 7. Well, Sector 7 is where they force people to watch Sphinx News when they have missed the quota viewing hours mandatory for all good citizens. Explaining this to you rookies is wasting precious time. There was an unauthorized entry in Sector 7 earlier today. Go check it out. Yeah, re-educated for not watching enough TV. But you're right, unauthorized entry to the restricted area in the building on the same day a murder took place. We need to hurry to Sector 7. So they basically inflate their numbers. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh, there's a scorpion. Champagne, of course. Measuring tape's there. Locked tablet. Locked tablet, and then to-go cup. Wow, Ace, this place is super creepy. Those obelisks have seats and screens in them, and there's a command center. I guess that's how they force people to watch Sphinx News. We better find out if this place has something to do with the murder of Taboo Kibu. Good call, Ace. That locked tablet might be able to fill in some blanks for us. You need to get it unlocked. And the bottle of champagne doing here was a gift from the victim. But to whom? I'll grab your dusting. Oh my gosh, it's a scorpion, and it's alive! Do you think it could be the source of the venom? It is turquoise colored. You're right, there's something on that scorpion. I'll get you a sample of that, Ace, while I go hide. What if Taboo was in a relationship with Sirius in this timeline? Could happen. We got a sample of that substance from the scorpion's back, Ace. And you're still alive, so I guess it doesn't have any more venom, right? Right? Alright, well, we better get that sample to Theo. And I guess you're right. We shouldn't leave this creepy little guy here on his own. Maybe Janice would like to look after him. It's probably good news. I would totally see Janice as being one that wants to look over that. Huh. So we have probably a K5Y. Yep. That's probably it. And then 8, maybe? No. We're looking at this one? Yeah. Who's on that tablet? There's no name, just a number. Could he be one of the people being re-educated? If we're going to find out who the guy is, we need to get to into the database of this re-education center, Ace. My sister has a pet snake. I'm not into animals like that. I'm not into reptiles. We had a bearded dragon growing up. He was cool, but you don't play with him, you just look at them. To Anka. So Taboo gave that champagne to a certain Anka. And he wrote, "Always a pleasure working with you." I wonder who this Anka might be. I'm Anka Wesh. Oh, I'm just going to say her first name. Anka, and I'm the boss here. I'd like to know why 2 security goons are loitering in the restricted area. Well, we simply have some questions about Taboo Kibu, Miss Anka. They won't take that long. Yeah, we need to just keep calling her Anka. I do not know how to... You're right, it is getting slow, so I'll restart it. Alright. Oh, his eyes look like mine. Nope. It turns out the guy on the tablet is a subject. His name is Moss Burgess. Now check this out. Mr. Burgess has been picked up repeatedly for re-education. His file says that he has an obsession with the victim. It also says that he has a re-education session scheduled today. Let's go find him and see what he has to say. Oh dear. This is like a cult. I mean, obviously we know it's a cult, but it definitely looks that way. Yeah, the problem with scorpions, at least where I live, is snakes. You can usually hear them, whereas like rattlesnakes, you hear them before they attack. Scorpions, you don't hear them. Sure, the boss of the re-education center. I am. Please excuse my early reaction, but this is a restricted area. I must be vigilant. Besides, we're all a bit shaken up about Taboo's murder. Such a loss for Sphinx News and the re-education center. Meeting Taboo in real life was a reward for subjects who completed their re-education. A brilliant suggestion on his part. Taboo became like a brother figure for many of the subjects, and meeting him in person was almost like meeting Ramsey, the 43rd himself. You see, the program can be an intense experience for those who have not seen enough Sphinx News. Even though the relaxation pods are quite comfortable, being extracted from one's normal routine and shut away from friends and family can be stressful for anyone. Subjects sometimes complain of dry eyes because they watch so many hours in a row, but I administer hydrating microbeads every hour. It's all quite humane. I'm sure it is. Thank you for your explanations, Anka. We may have more questions for you as our investigation continues. Moss Burgess, you're a subject here, right? Yeah, I've been through the re-education program more than all the other subjects in the program. And what exactly do you do in the program? We watch Sphinx News, of course, all day. We subjects must do so to re-educate our minds. I love it. I limit my viewing hours at home on purpose to be sent here more often. My best days are spent sitting in a pod here surrounded by the glory of the Ptolemies without interruption. Taboo was my favorite anchor. He was a great friend of the people because he always told them the truth. The Sphinx News said he was killed, and I'm so sad. Yeah, Mr. Burgess, you seem like a big fan. Did you ever meet him personally? No, and thanks to that stupid killer, I never will. But I promise I'll be find the killer any way I can. The enemy of Taboo is my enemy. Guy's nuts. Ace, is it true that you took the sample from a live scorpion? How'd you do it? Very carefully, but Ace is a pro. I would have been terrified. Speaking of which, did Janice check if the scorpion still had venom? Not a drop, so given its location, coloring, and lack of venom, that scorpion was the murder weapon. And the substance on his back, what was that? The sample is a mixture of tuna and catnip oil. This particular combination is found in bass treats. Modern worshippers of the Egypt god Bastet always keep these treats on hand to give to any cat that they see. That's right, Bastet is one of the cat-headed goddesses. We gotta keep her appeased, I guess. Or risk an unhappy home life, yes. At any rate, since the killer left Bastet treats on the murder weapon, they clearly worship Bastet. Okay, I guess this cat-worshipping killer will need to start appeasing the god of happy incarceration soon. All jokes aside, I kind of like to get out to the vicinity of that scorpion Ace. Let's head back to the park and look for more clues. So picnic basket, towel, hose, torn paper, pile of leaves and handbag. Gotcha. Ooh, do I get a star? I do not. What's this torn photo doing in Central Park? Piece it together as quickly as you can, Ace? If you think those leaves might be hiding something crucial to the investigation of Taboo Keeper's murder, have at them. Oh. Come on. I can see it. Ooh, it's an old Nokia phone. The phone you found in those leaves and rocks looks like a burner. And we know that both the victim and the killer came to this park, so it's a long shot. But this burner phone could be a clue. Let's get it to Kai. Yeah. Ooh. Somebody, I'm sure it's her. She wanted to be the main. Yes. Is that a collage of Tamat Lauren's head glued on Taboo Kima's body? Sorry, Ace, I know professional jealousy can be a serious motive, but it looks like Tamat Lauren wanted Taboo's job as lead anchor. Let's go confront Miss Lauren with this fine artwork of hers. Oh dear. Hey, Ace, even with the broken screen, I still managed to get data from that phone. Of course you did. You have a knack for making anything complicated seem easy. How are things with Zara and Theo, for instance? Just fine. We've been catching up on episodes of my favorite telenovela together in our downtime. Anyway, turns out Sirius was using that phone you found. And get this, Sirius sent a ton of messages to Resistance members complaining about the victim. Apparently, he didn't trust Taboo Kiba one bit. He thought Taboo was a Ptolemy stooge. Well, what are the odds? We find Sirius' phone tossed the day Taboo Kiba was murdered? What if Sirius took drastic measures to keep the Resistance safe from a potential spy? We better go talk to him. Miss Lauren, we found your clever collage. Looks like you wanted Taboo Kiba's lead anchor position. Who wouldn't? Besides, that lead anchor position always should have been mine. Taboo hogged the limelight, and he went out of his way to make sure that I wasn't taken seriously at Sphinx News. He always made sure that I'd be out of the building covering some stupid sports game or newborn hippos or whatever. My pet Scorpion cared more about my career than Taboo ever did. But by Bastet, I have fans. They know I'm smart. I know hieroglyphics and stuff. They know I'm a real journalist. Now I'll be the face of Sphinx News and Taboo won't be able to stop me. Yeah, sounds like a serious motive. You better not have brought your pet to work today. Seriously, you found your bird phone at the park. From the looks of the message you sent, you didn't trust Taboo Kiba one bit. May Bastet take me. Those messages were encrypted. No one should have been able to read them. Wait, Bastet, you worship cats? That's very odd for someone who works against the Ptolemies. I worship cats out of historical interest, nothing more. Uh-huh. So what did Taboo Kiba do to break your trust? Isn't it obvious? He was too close to the Ptolemies. I'd trust my pet Scorpion before I would have trusted Taboo. Isabel thought he was a valuable source of intelligence, but what if he exposed the whole movement? It wasn't worth the risk. Once he had to leave in the middle of a hieroglyphics lesson, he said that he was late for an appointment in the re-education center. Anyone who would work with those monsters could never be trusted by the Resistance. No killer Ace, but Taboo's death was a boon to the whole Resistance. Dude, what if he is a traitor? I wonder if he's a traitor for us. So he said he leads on who poisoned? Well, his colleague wanted his job, and we've seen people kill for less. Professional jealousy. And Anka runs the re-education adored him. So Sirius, right? Taboo really was involved in this. I was hoping it wasn't true. Yeah, we know that Sirius has strong feelings about Taboo, but hopefully he didn't take any action on them. Ace, you guys see this. Some loony is taking over Sphinx News airwaves. He's ranting against Taboo Kibu. Oh, brother. We're going to learn. He met his hero. You never meet your heroes. Anyways, guys, this is chapter. We'll see you guys in chapter 3. Pitching 88. Over and out. Yeah, never meet your heroes. Never a good thing. Usually does not turn out the great way. Yeah, over 200 people. Thank you guys all for watching. We got about another 20 minutes, and then we will be finishing off chapter 3. So stick around if you would like. If not, I'll see you guys in 20 minutes. But yeah, that's it's crazy. But what's cool is, we have the chat is just flowing. I mean, we have a lot of people chatting, which is always nice. I'm going to go as fast as I can. Hopefully it's not 20 minutes, but my guess is it's going to be 20 minutes. Usually it always is. Usually for every 5, it takes me about 10 minutes. Oh, I live in Arizona. I don't know where that adhesive bandage is. Maybe I'll find it. Watch headphone. Where's an adhesive band? Oh, there it is. Possibly. Where's Sniper? I don't know who that is. I mean, I think I'm aware of a couple people that live in Arizona that are, Instagram people or just other things. Dinosaur. I don't remember seeing this anywhere. Oh yeah, it's up here. That's right. Okay. Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm Slytherin. Honestly. I think if they put me in somewhere, I think I'd be Slytherin. Oh. 50 million is insane. I will have to check her out. Yeah, Slytherin for sure. I always thought it'd be Gryffindor, but as I got older, I'm like, nah, they probably would have put me in Slytherin. Pretty sure they would have put me there. I think I did take the Pottermore test, and I think I was Slytherin. Almost positive I was. I think it was a while ago that I took the test, though, like a couple years ago. I think that's when I first realized that I wasn't Gryffindor and I was actually Slytherin, was when I took the test. I was like, yeah, no, you're right. Most likely I am. I do not have a sweet tooth, not at all. People find it very odd. What I do have is I like salty. I like chips, basically. Just go down to chips. I'll have chips all day long, way more than I like candy. I do not like candy at all. And usually if I am gonna have like some candy or something, it's going to be, it's usually something that has, you know, some salty stuff in it. Highlighter. Chips and salsa is phenomenal. I have that way more than any candy. All day, every day. I would do that. And no, I don't drink soda. Nope. I barely drink coffee. I drink coffee maybe once a week. Maybe, if that. If I remember. I usually don't drink coffee. Doritos are very good. What I've been really liking, though, is just regular like tortilla chips with hummus. That has been really good. And there's some hummus out there that is like Chipotle hummus. Oh man, that stuff is delicious. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Okay. Well, at least I will get something out of this. Handy. Speaker. Do I think working at McDonald's is big? No. I think that everyone should work in a service industry at some point in their life. Now, would I choose McDonald's or something else? I mean, again, that's wherever you are. If you were on the West Coast of the United States, I would say try and get a job at In-N-Out, because one, I think their food is absolutely delicious, and two, I've known a lot of people that have worked there as like high schoolers and stuff, and they said it was just an absolute blast, and they had a lot of fun. They treat their employees well, and they pay them fairly well compared to, like, you know, your like a McDonald's or something. Macasse. No idea what macasse is. Yeah, with McDonald's, I can only eat their breakfast. I can't eat any of their other food. It makes me sick. We don't really eat any fast food these days. The missus makes all of our food, and ever since she makes her food, I can't eat out. It's like my body doesn't really like processed food. Oh, Macaw's is McDonald's. Gotcha. Have I tried Jollibee? No. What is that? What is Jollibee? Is that a place? Is that a restaurant? Is that a type of food? I am not educated. Fast food place. I don't like any of those. I don't eat fast food. Red Rooster, Burger King, basically Hungry Jack's. Yeah, I'm not. It's just one of those things where I'm not. We don't eat out like really ever, and when we do, they're usually like local restaurants and stuff. Yeah, Taco Bell, does not agree with me, so. But the missus really likes us to be healthy. So ever since she went on the huge health kick, a couple years ago, we just eating food like that just doesn't agree with our bodies anymore. So people all the time are shocked about when they see me eat, because I actually eat decent sized portions, pretty large portions compared to most people. And they're always shocked. They're like, "Oh man, how much do you exercise?" I'm like, "I don't exercise at all." They're like, "Well, you're not fat." I'm like, "Yeah." It's like because I eat well. I eat healthy food. I know what I'm putting in my body, and that's super helpful. We don't eat out at all. And that I think has been a huge. I think having the missus be able to cook meals for us, and get our own, buy ingredients and make them, is probably one of the main reasons I am the healthiest I've ever been. The missus 100% has a sweet tooth. She is the opposite of me. She would love chocolate all the time. She would love chocolate all day, every day, if she could get away with it. But ever since she started to calorie count, she's down 30 pounds. So, and she likes to be at that place. So she doesn't really splurge that much and have chocolates or anything like that anymore. We're actually very boring and very in terms of we don't go out to eat that much, and not too crazy. She tends to like milk chocolate, but dark chocolate's, I think, supposed to be better for you, so she usually gets a split of it. Alright guys, one more time and then we can basically finish off criminal case, this case. So thank you for all 150 plus people that have stuck with me through the collecting of stars, and I'm very much looking forward to the 200 plus people that we're gonna get in here. Let's do this. Your mark is set. Alright folks, Pitching Case 88, we are back, heading on to chapter number 3, where we will arrest the murderer. Yeah, we have all this stuff, blah blah blah. Yep. Taboo Kiba was an enemy of Ramsey the 43rd and of the people he deserves to be dead. Wait, what? When we spoke to him, he said Taboo Kiba was his favorite Sphinx news anchor. Now he believes Taboo was an enemy of the regime? We gotta get to the newsroom and get to the bottom of this. Well, there you are. If I didn't have this nut job to worry about, I'd write you up for being late from lunch. Get in there and do your job. Stop this guy. People in New Cairo, you thought Taboo Kiba was your friend, but he was not. He was not. Alright, dude, put the microphone down. No, the whole world must know the truth. How about you start by telling us, Mr. Burris? We're ready to listen to everything you have to say. Ooh, oh, that's interesting. I love that. That's a cool image. Mr. Burgess, why are you ranting and raving in the newsroom? People need to know the truth about Taboo. I finally got to meet him in person after the 15th time I had completed the program. Oh, so you did meet him. You lied to us. I was too ashamed to tell you. May Bassett forgive me for speaking to that bad man. Wait, why was he a bad man? Taboo was against Ramsey the 43rd and his family, and any time they were mentioned, he blinked twice. Blinking twice when the Ptolemies are mentioned means that you do not love the regime. It is treason, and that is punishable by death. Alright, and did you carry out that punishment? That's enough, Mr. Burgess is very fragile. Let me just go back into his pod now and cleanse his head of these memories. Alright, Ace, well, Mr. Burgess is clearly unwell. He could have killed the victim, but he could have also just been ranting too much after the Sphinx news. Either way, we better have a look around this newsroom before anything else happens. Yeah, I think that guy's maybe a little bit too nuts to be the murderer, but... Hey, Jean. Box. Let's see. Okay, so there's the headset. Statue of Liberty. Stained note. Oh, pizza. Pizza sounds delicious right now, though. Do we get a... Ah. Come on, man. Give me some stars. Hey, you found a paper addressed to the victim. Let's get this blue stuff off of it and we'll see what the message is. A good call. That locked DVR belongs to Sphinx News. If you can unlock it, we should get access to anything they filmed in the studio for the last week. We're bound to find a lead that helps us solve this murder and get back to the hunt for a time machine. Taboo, stop sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. That's interesting. The message was the threat and it reads what I just said. Good thing we have a sample of that blue stuff. If you look at it under the microscope, we'll know who wrote that treat. There's no way it said treat. Alright, Codex is actually better than that. That's finding things. Things annoying. 6, 2, 9, 9, 5. Boom. Well, we've unlocked the Sphinx News DVR, so I'm just hoping that Kai can find something useful to help the investigation. It's better than that selecting thing. That thing takes forever. Thank you for the 200 viewers. I appreciate everybody hopping on. It's fun to see that there's 200 people that are looking to see what happens. Booster from the threat was hydrating microbeads for dry eyes. That's all. You're right, Ace. Anka mentioned administering microbeads to the subjects when their eyes got dry from watching hours of Sphinx News. Better go ask Anka what she wanted the victim to keep his nose out of. Maybe she knew he was blinking twice, too. Interesting. Hey, is that DVR had a lot of Sphinx News footage to scrub through? My eyes feel like raisins. Anyway, I learned that the victim has a serious temper. He got into a fight with a colleague. Check it out. Not shocked. Where are my cards? What, is it a slow news day? Sorry I'm late. The printer got jammed. Where's card 5? You took it, didn't you? You hit it to make me look bad on camera. Just like you took my phone the other day. You were trying to look through it. No, I would never dream of doing that, Mr. Kibu. Yeah, so he was a bit of a diva. And a smidge paranoid. He accused the intern of theft, very possibly without reason. Someone shut off the camera after that, so I have no idea if that escalated. I wonder how the intern felt about all these accusations. I mean, you're right, Ace. We better ask Akin Kaba. So, welcome, everybody. Anka, we found a threat you sent to Taboo Kimu. You wanted him to stop sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. What was that about? Should have written that in hieroglyphics. I guess I better just tell you. Taboo wanted to do a tell-all expose about the re-education center. He said details would make the people less afraid. But we need them to fear the regime. The threat of re-education helps keep the masses obedient. People must never question the supreme leadership of the Ptolemies. Taboo knew this, but he thought that he could do anything he wanted. His fame had gone to his head. He needed to get in line or face the consequences. Was his murder one of those consequences? Don't leave Sector 7, Anka. Anka. We may be meeting again. Anka. Dang, Anka's 63? I would not have guessed that. An intern at 28. That's unfortunate. Mr. Cobb, we reviewed security footage. It appears that you and Taboo had some issues. He accused you of taking his phone, stealing his news cards. Yeah, it's true. He hated me from the moment I corrected his hieroglyphic notes. I was just trying to be helpful. After that fight, he said that he'd have security check me out of the building, that I'd never work in news again. And the next day I made offerings to Bastet in the hopes that the goddess would help change Taboo's opinion of me. But it never really worked, and he still hated me. I was so stressed after work every day that I forgot to feed my pet scorpion and almost died. Wait, did you by any chance decide to feed some of its venom to Taboo's coffee? No way, I wouldn't jeopardize my whole life over one mean boss. Oh, thanks, Tiffany. That's a really nice thing to say. I'm glad. Hey, it turns out that Tibu was paranoid, accusatory, and full of himself. He made the intern's work life pretty awful at the Sphinx News. He also got on his bad side by suggesting an expose on the Re-Education Center. But his colleagues weren't Tabu's only enemies. His obsessed fan turned from love to hate in a nanosecond because Tabu Kibu blinked twice. You're right, it seems like the Re-Education Center may hold the key to finding the killer. Let's get back to Sector 7 and solve this murder. Weather out here is great. It's 110 degrees, sunny every day. Alright, well, that's a clue, obviously. There's the brain. I see the robot cat. So, robot cat, brain, flying saucer, black crate, and then the ties right there. Perfect. We very well may get a star. Nope, not yet. Dang. Oh wait, that box is full of some gnarly gear. Do you think they use it in Re-Education? To dig through that equipment if you think it's hiding a clue. We need leads. What is that bunch of torn rubber? Better piece it together and find out. We have to catch Kibu's killer so we can focus our time on the time machine. Oh, that's probably the mask. Oh. Okay, this is just all... Oh, what's this? Way to go, Ace. You found Tabu's travel mug in that box of Re-Education gear. Ah, that's what we must have kept his coffee in. Let's go get it to Theo. I think the nice thing about living in Arizona is even though it's hot, humidity is never above like 20%. So even if it's 110, it just usually means that the... Wait, is this Ramirez? No way. No way. Sure as heck looks like him. So the torn rubber mask we found, or torn rubber was a mask you found of some kind. Wait, that's right. On the hieroglyphs note the killer wrote, they mentioned buying the mask. This has to be the mask they purchased so they could stock Tabu Kibu. Let's get it to Theo. I mean, it's not like 100% that it looks like Ramirez, but you know, with the little mustache and stuff. Hey, Smash used me as a real work of art. With the right adhesive, no one would even know that it wasn't a real face. So Tabu Kibu could have passed the killer who was stalking him without even noticing anything. Indeed, but it doesn't mean we can't figure out who wore the mask. Inside I found a lotion for healing facial piercings. Ah, any idea where on the face? I did find some cilia from the nose, so the killer who hid behind this mask must have a nasal piercing. Ah, okay. So the killer has a nose ring. Interesting. Hey, this travel mug was definitely the vessel that delivered the poison. There were traces of coffee and the meth cat scorpion venom inside. It means the killer had to have touched the mug. Yeah, and the killer obviously had an itch to scratch. I found gel used to calm mosquito bites on the outside of the travel mug. And let me guess, the victim had no mosquito bites. Chance couldn't find a single one, which means your killer is the one suffering from mosquito bites. Well, the killer's mosquito bites will seem like a minor inconvenience once Ace catches up with them. So who had a nose ring? Is it Anka? Alright, so we have everything we need to catch Tabu Kibu's killer. Maybe it's Anka? Oh, Tommy does too. Oh, but she doesn't have any bug bites. No bug bites. So it's the intern. Wow. Interesting. Akinkaba, we reviewed the evidence and we know that you killed Tabu Kibu. Me? But I'm just an intern. An intern who cracked under the pressure of an overbearing star's newest anchor. No, I found ways to manage my stress. The last thing I ever want is trouble. Admit it, you looked at your pet scorpion one evening and hatched a plan to do away with Tabu Kibu once and for all. You can't hide behind a mask now, Tabu. Kaba, you killed Tabu Kibu. By Bastet, you lot don't know when to drop it, do you? Yes, I killed Tabu. I was paid to do it. Wait, you were paid to kill him? By whom? I won't waste your time with a coy guessing game. Ramsey the 43rd. Who else? Tabu was just a talking head for the state propaganda machine, but he started getting crazy ideas that he was an investigative journalist. He started poking his nose around the re-education center, which is how he got flagged. Then he got the scent of some story about special technology that the Ptolemies were hiding from the public. Get too close for their comfort, so I got a phone call to liquidate Tabu. I didn't hesitate. Being an assassin pays far better than this internship ever could. I spent a day taking notes trying to devise his demise, but then I found the perfect solution. Took my precious pet scorpion to Sphinx News the next day, and well, you know the rest. Alright, well, you're clever, but you're not clever enough. We've caught you, and now we're handing you over to the head of security. But he may be in on it. Boss, we found the killer. Not bad for a couple of rookies. Take him off your hands again to the authorities. You two go do your rounds. I don't think so, buddy. I work for the Ptolemies. They hired me to kill Tabu Kibu. I ain't your buddy, pal. You can explain yourself to the judges. Well, I won't spend a single night in prison. The regime will free me in time for dinner. Oh, I doubt the Ptolemies would be willing to admit that they hired an assassin to kill Tabu Kibu. You'll probably rot in jail. Yep, they hired an assassin to kill the star anchorman of their own propaganda machine. Crazy, huh? Shows how far they're willing to go to keep you from questioning the regime. They may have found out, too, that he was on our side. But now we got bigger fish to fry. The killer mentioned that Tabu Kibu had info on advanced technology the Ptolemies were hiding, and that could mean our time machine. Yeah, hidden technology, you're right. We have to follow this lead. We'll find more about this lead in the next place. Thank you for the 250 viewers. See you guys in the additional investigation. I've been pitching as 88. Over and out. Alright, so 2 quick scenes, and then let's go to the additional investigation where hopefully we can find our time machine. I'd really like to find our time machine. Alright, so pen, Pharaoh, headset, folder, book, sneaker, robe. Oh, those are actually cool sneakers. Sugar, notebook, pizza, printer, banana. Let's do it. Let's do it. Additional investigation, guys. Alright, folks, Pichinese Idiot, we are back. For Criminal Case on Facebook, we are going to Time is a Lie, 4 out of 5. Alright, we know that the changed timeline occurred during the 18th century and the Age of Sail, but our plan to get back to that period and stop him hinges on finding our time machine, which was seized by the Ptolemies. The killer mentioned during the arrest that Tabu Kibu discovered something about advanced technology kept hidden by the Ptolemies. Could it be our time machine? And we can't really ask the killer. He's in the hands of the regime authorities now, but we can search the newsroom for Tabu Kibu's notes. Ace, thank goodness you're here. I need to talk to you about Orlando. He left the headquarters and hasn't been seen for hours. What if he's been caught? Great. Orlando's out wandering New Cairo, and we're all on wanted posters. That can't be good. Well, Ace, we better talk to Penelope straight away. After that, we should meet up with Jack in the newsroom. Yeah, he went to go see his Sirius. Yeah, I agree. Ace, I just don't know what to do. Orlando left the headquarters hours ago. He's been in such a sad mood since we returned to 2029. Seeing Sirius again is really shaking him up. Yeah, dude, it would be tough for me seeing him again in the normal timeline. Sirius was his husband. Orlando was a widower. Yeah, Orlando said he wanted to go check Central Park to clear his head, but it's been ages. I know that Orlando's in pain, but we're wanted fugitives from the Ptolemies. His heartache may have put him in danger. Don't worry, Penelope. Ace and I will head over to Central Park and have a look around for Orlando, but I better get a disguise first. Nice, we're going to see Amy in a disguise. Thanks, Blue Flow. Alright, so breaking news, chocolate bar, bathroom sign, watercolor, cactus, cash, bracelets, speaker, duffel bag, and then security camera is up and left. Hey, I hope Taboo Cube's notes can tell us about the technology that the Ptolemies are hiding. But look at that, Ace. You found the victim's gym bag. Let's hope the bag holds something to help us find our time machine. Better hurry before the head of Sphinx News Security sees us. Butterfly, Parrot, beach ball. Panda. Yeah, Edmar, but if you miss the whole thing, you can always just, rewind and go all the way to the back of it. No sign of Orlando here in the park, Ace. But you did find a torn photo. One of the pieces has Orlando's face on it. Please piece the photo back together as fast as you can. Snap. She looks crazy different with brunette hair. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ace, looks like you found a map of the victim's gym bag, and you're right. The map is a property that belongs to the Ptolemies, and there's a room on the map marked Advanced Tech. I wonder if that has anything to do with our time machine. Let's get this map to Kai, and you'll find the answers. Interesting. That makes perfect sense that they would have hid it in a pyramid that they built. Because it's kind of their thing. Oh, wow. Serious. It looks very young. So does Orlando. So it's a photo of Orlando and Sirius, but look behind them. That's the Statue of Liberty. Which means the photo was taken in our original timeline where New York was still free and Orlando and Sirius were happily married. Seeing Sirius alive and well in this timeline must be so difficult for Orlando, given that he passed away in our version of history. But heartbreak or not, it's far too dangerous for Orlando to be outside alone without a disguise. We need to find him, and I bet Kai can use this photo to do exactly that. Nope, you are not wrong. We said that when the first thing came out, that he was a RuPaul lookalike. Have you made any progress with that photo, Kai? Orlando's still missing. We need to find him. I have. Poor guy. I can't even imagine what he's going through, all those emotions about Sirius. But yeah, I think we can use this photo to find him. In our original timeline, they took this at a cafe called the Blue Chair. Is there still a cafe in that part of New Cairo? Well, the cafe is in the same location, only it's called the Red Heron. Ace, what do you want to bet that Orlando went there after tearing up this photo? Let's go over to that cafe. Hey, this map you sent me is so exciting. We're closer than ever to getting back to our time machine. Well, that's great news. And as we suspected, Taboo was looking into some secret tech hidden by the Ptolemies, and this map makes it clear that this technology is our time machine. See this note about power surges? They were a huge problem in the time building because the technology to keep the time machine functional requires a lot of power all the time. And as for where this room is, I ran this map against other Ptolemy properties and I found that the room is located on a floor of the Royal Pyramid. Well, that makes sense. The Ptolemies will keep our time machine closed. They aren't going to make it easy for us. Might be even harder than you think. The room is concealed, which is why Taboo got curious about those blueprints in the first place. But we're going to need help. We have our man on the inside, Robbie. Let's ask him about the secret chamber. Oh, no! Oh my gosh, Bonnie would be so upset if Robbie ends up dying in the last case. Orlando, we've been looking all over for you. We found the photo you tore up in the park. I'm sorry, Ace. I'm a mess. I thought destroying that photo could help me have some closure, but it didn't help. I know we must eventually repair the timeline, but my heart isn't ready. My darling Sirius will be taken from me once again. Yeah, I'm sorry, Orlando. I can only imagine how much this hurts. You wouldn't be so kind if you knew what I'd done. I wrote a letter to Sirius telling him everything about the other timeline, about our marriage, about his death. Oh dear, hearing the news that you aren't alive in an alternate timeline is a lot for anyone to handle. Has he read it? No, I couldn't bear it giving him face-to-face, so I mailed it at Central Park. Maybe we can still get it back. Orlando, you need to show us the box where your dog dropped the letter. I had hoped to get lunch, but we'll just have to grab a bite on the way. Alright, so here's a question for chat. Ravi or Kai? If you had to keep one, if they were both part of our team, who would you keep? Like if one of them had to die, would you sacrifice Kai now, or would you sacrifice Ravi? That's a tough question. I feel like that's a tough question for some people. Wow, people like some people are saying Ravi. Wow. Ace, that's the letterbox where I posted the letter Sirius. Please unlock it as fast as you can. To take me instead. Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh, no, it's this one. Oh, thank goodness. Ace, you managed to retrieve the letter. I'm so relieved. It wasn't right to think I could burden Sirius with what our life was like in another timeline, but I was weak. I understood, Orlando, but we have to stay strong and focus on our mission to disrupt this timeline. You're right, of course. If you don't mind, Ace, I'd like to go back to the Resistance now. I'll head back to the Resistance, Ace, and we'll wait for the others to check in. Man, it's so quick, so quick. I actually really like the fact that they're only doing 30 cases this season, because, man, everything is going quick. I feel like there's not a wasted episode or a wasted case. Hey, my friends, you signaled me. How can I help? Well, we need to know if you've ever seen a secret room in the Royal Pyramid. Oh, well, I think I know where this room could be, though I've never been inside. I've been in a strange corridor, even though it has no doors along it. Sometimes people arrive from out of nowhere. I always suspected a hidden entrance, but could never find it. Rabbit, we need to get into this room. Our time machine could be inside. Oh my gosh, wait. You guys want to try and sneak into the Royal Pyramid unnoticed? You're either very brave or totally insane. Well, that's tall order, Ace. We'd all be at risk, but I can steal you some uniforms. Still, it won't be enough. You also need some money to bribe your way past the guards at the Royal Pyramid. Take this, and we'll meet later here at the Resistance headquarters. I'm so relieved that we found Orlando safe and sound, Ace. New Cairo is far too dangerous to be wandering around unprotected. Well, it's not a moment too soon, because our plan to sneak into the Pharaoh's palace and steal back our time machine is ready to go. We discovered they're keeping a secret chamber of the Royal Pyramid. Ravi said that he'd help us get the disguise and information we need. Well, Ace, I'm glad I caught you before I left. I have something important to tell you about the plan. Okay. I thought there was going to be like nothing because I want to see Ravi before the next case, because if we don't see him, he could very well be the victim. I've heard about your plan to journey into the belly of the beast, Ace. Yes, it's a risky endeavor, but it's our chance of getting back to our timeline and repairing the timeline. Well, if anyone can pull off a mission as dangerous as this, it's you and your team. And Ravi sent word that the best time to infiltrate is this evening during the changing of the guard. He also sent us these helmets that you'll need to hide your faces during the mission. Perfect. Better to go and let the other knows about this. Ooh, I like that. Well, guys, sneaking into the Royal Pyramid is a potential suicide mission, but we have to take the chance. No matter what, we have to get back to our time machine and right the wrongs Amon forced the timeline to take. I know that if we follow Ravi's intel and stay positive about this mission, we can do that. Everyone, get your hands up. Oh, shoot. You're under arrest for plotting against the Ptolemies. Oh, for the love of Pete. Golly, this is not good. Not good, not good. Oh, great. Great, great, great. That's not what we need. Great, so Ravi might be the guy dead. Let's see. Oh, it covers his face. Do you guys think that's Ravi? Looks like it might be a guy for sure. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, it looks like him. Looks like him. Well, guys, I'll be seeing you guys next week for sure. Holy moly. Holy moly. Wow. This sucks, man. What a cliffhanger. Oh, man. I gotta wait a whole week for this. That's rough. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. Well. Yeah, 1 for Ramses or 2 for Ravi. Which one do you guys think it is? It could be Ramses, but I'm definitely thinking it's Ravi. But you guys all think it's Ramses, or are you guys hoping it's Ramses? Well, we'll see you next week. Thank you guys all for our stopping by. I'll see you guys next week. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.